Hello everyone. Going through resumes is a very tricky task, and especially when you have to process multiple resumes one by one. It can get very exhausting, and I totally understand the process as to why this would be the case. What if you could analyze and compare multiple resumes in a single prompt using AI? So what you see right now on your screens are two resumes, which would be a typical set of resumes that you would come across. Now, if you're handling this entire process of hiring alone, you might get 20, 50, 100 or even 500 resumes for a single role. Reading each one of the resumes, extracting the exact skills needed, comparing the candidates across their skills takes hours and it's very cumbersome. Let's see how we can use tools like, say, ChatGPT or Claude to process multiple resumes together and get a structured comparison instantly. So let's start with that. So now what you see on the left hand side of my screen is nothing but the Claude UI, which you can see over here. Now what I'm going to be doing is, first of all, I'm going to be attaching in three resumes, which is going to be a good starting point for it to begin with. So we'll upload all of these three resumes together to analyze them and see what we can do with it. Now, as these resumes are uploaded, what we'll do next is, instead of prompting them one by one, we'll be using a single structured prompt. So this is the prompt that we are going to be using. Here what you can see is that we have defined the role for it, that you are a hiring assistant, and you've said that, okay, I have uploaded multiple resumes for a data analyst role, which is my target role that I'm looking at. Now next, what we want to look at is that we want to extract this information for each and every candidate, post which what we want to do is we want to summarize each of the candidates in 3 to 4 bullet points, identify their strengths as well as concerns, and then assign a suitability score out of 10. And finally, we want to create a comparison table of all the candidates and recommend the top 2 candidates with reasons along with it. Now the model that is going to be used over here is Sonnet 4.6, which is going to be something which will help you to create the output that you're looking for in a very easier way. So now let's look at the candidate analysis that Claude is generating. So you can see that there are candidate profiles. The first profile is of Arjun Kapoor, who has 6+ years of experience, Sneha Iyer, who has about 3 years of experience, Priya Menon, who has about 4 years of experience, and so on. So it is going to give me all the information that we have asked it for, that is the strengths with the suitability score along with the basic profiling of that particular person. Next, we can see that for Sneha Iyer, we've generated all the information about that particular candidate in a concise way. The next what we have is the strengths as well as the suitability score for this particular role. Next, we have Priya Menon, whose resume has been analyzed and the strengths have been added over here along with the suitability score. Now what you can see over here is that a comparison table has been created with the candidate name, the experience, key skills, domain, education, score, as well as notes around that particular candidate. So there is a score associated with it based on certain parameters that it has considered within it. So Arjun Kapoor has been given the highest scores based on the job profile that we are looking for, which is for a data analyst. Second is Priya Menon and third is Sneha Iyer, based on the skill sets that each of them really possess. And this is how the top 2 recommendations have been made. It has also given you as an highlight as to why Sneha has not been considered over here based on the parameters that the resume displays. So now instead of reading everything manually, you get all of this information in a concise structured table format where you have a side-by-side comparison between the different candidates, and also you've gotten the recommendations that you were looking for. So this is extremely useful for quick shortlisting whenever you are looking for hiring. So this is a simple but powerful workflow for non-technical professionals who are looking for hiring. No spreadsheets, no coding, just one prompt, and it can easily save you hours. Now there's one bonus tip. If you really want to extract this into an Excel, you can do so by providing it in the prompt itself. So thank you for watching this, and please stay tuned for more such AI tricks. Thank you.